Now, do this and you will earn more ahead of other drivers. I'm going to give you some of the tricks that you must use to earn more. This is why some drivers are complaining while other drivers are busy making money. And even some drivers will give you stories telling you that I make this amount, and some drivers will tell you that it is a lie. So guys, what matters here is your understanding about how this business works, where you should be at what time and where you should not be at what time. Some areas are busy, but at some point they are not. Or they are busy, but you will stay on one ride for long. Now, let's talk of this one about earnings. If you want to earn more as a driver, number one, make sure that you always accept all the rides. That is very important. Or, even if you don't accept all, if you accept a ride, make sure you complete that ride. This will always give you, because these things, this is an online job and that app is designed at a certain level that the app will understand how you are working and how you cancel and all that. So make sure you complete every ride. Another thing is that avoid where there are many drivers. And this one is one of the most challenging things among drivers. You find a driver has dropped around USIU and he is just going around to park where he knows very well he can see even 20 cars. Avoid such areas. The reason being, you guys are so congested. And also, this is a network-based job. And you don't know the power of your phone, and you don't know the power that other drivers' phone has when it comes to network. So if you are staying somewhere with most drivers go, drivers come in, drivers go, another driver comes in. The problems is that you might end up waiting while people go. You wait, people go, you wait, driver. So make sure you are always lonely to give that your phone a chance. Because even when you are congested somewhere, the network runs low. The phones consume, I think, a lot of network. So even a strong phone would go slow. And that one is a very, very important thing you should know. Avoid where there are so many cars. Don't park with many drivers. Don't. Just find a place where maybe you guys are about 3-4 less. And if possible, be alone. That will help you to earn more because you will always, your network will always be stronger. Also, another thing, I think good phone, I've talked about it several times, but now, another thing is that make sure if you drop a client somewhere, you have dropped a client. Let's say you have dropped in Thika, mostly non-busy areas, but sometimes they give rides. Because even me, if I go to Thika, sometimes I get a ride. Rongai, I get a ride. But it is not guaranteed. Please, don't stay at one place for more than 30 minutes. Poteza hiyo mafuta, even if it's a liter or half liter, just spend that. Ihesabu kama hasara yako. Kila biashara iko na hasara. Go and look for a job somewhere. If you are in Thika, choma mpaka Juja. Come back to Juja. After 30 minutes, don't just leave once. You will lose a lot. That is also something you should avoid. Don't just be this driver. Once you drop in Juja, you are going with an empty ride back to Westlands. That one will also cost you. Always make sure that you wait for at least 30 minutes. 30 minutes is always my best waiting minutes. 30 minutes, 1 hour, if I feel like I can wait for an hour, that's it. But mostly, I always prefer 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I will leave to another location. That location also, 30 minutes. If not, just like that. And trust me, if you do that every day, trust me, you will get jobs. You will not stay for long. Like some drivers, have seen drivers posting online that have gone 4 hours. 4 hours, where were you? Ulikuwa wapi? Uko sure ulikuwa tu place moja? Why? 4 hours, staying at the airport for 4 hours. Then you will pay an amount, a parking fee, 70 shillings times 4. That is 280. Why? Is it a must? Mostly if you don't have an Uber app, just leave the airport as fast as possible, because we have a lot of cars, and also Bolt just give it randomly. So even if you wait, they will give it to any driver who is available. They will not consider you being there for hours. So the best thing is to leave. This will always save you money. And also make sure all rides, you complete them online. Avoid this story of running away from paying Bolt or even Uber their commission. Pay that commission, pay others, and you will be paid. I've said this several times. You have to pay others to be paid. You have to have problems for money. For you to have money, you must have small problems. You have to pay mechanics, you have to pay Safaricom, you have to pay commission and all that. So more earnings, more spending. If you don't want to spend, my friend, forget. Even leaving your comfort zone to look for a ride is also another way. You are in Kasarani, you have stayed in Kasarani for an hour. Why are you still there? Go to TRM. Try it around Roysambu. Try it around Garden City. But also remember, at some point, Bolt, they don't like it. This app seems like they have set their apps that if you leave Kasarani to Roysambu, once you are in Roysambu, they will give you a ride back to Kasarani. And that always pains you a lot, because you have tasted the wrath of Kasarani, and you are very sure that I will not get a ride in Kasarani. So if someone takes you back to Kasarani, you feel that pain. In most cases, I always cancel them. You are in Juja, you have left Thika for Juja. You are in Juja, then Bolt gives you a ride back to Thika. And you have stayed there for more than an hour, or even 30 minutes. You drive to Juja, then Bolt gives you a ride back to Thika. I will not accept it. I don't accept such rides. At some point, I better stay in Juja for a while. But going back to where I've waited and I didn't make it, it is very difficult. But that one also, you have to know that it is a common thing. So even before you leave your comfort area, you have to know that you might find a ride going back, and it will be a very, very tough decision to make. So these are some of the things you always, and also I've told you about good plugs. Make sure, even if you're driving someone's car, make sure that the plugs, you are the one deciding which plugs. Make sure you decide on a plug that you are very sure will give you a better earnings. A good plug will give you a better performance, low fuel consumption, and a lot of things. You will enjoy your job. It will give you that morale. So a good plug also is something that you should look at. You have to work on that. You have to push yourself and make sure, and if possible, even if the owner of the car is delaying to give you the best plug, just go and buy it. It will give you that money back. Sometimes with a bad plug, 1,500 fuel will give you 3,000. Exactly 3,000. That means you have worked for 1,500, and maybe it's almost the whole day. But with a good plug, a fuel worth 1,500 sometimes might give you up to 6,000 or even 5,000. So a good plug is everything. To me, if I was to drive someone's car, I would just decide on plugs by myself. I would just find the best plug for myself. And I will make sure that I'm using the original ones if possible, if they are available. I will make sure that I use the best plug possible. The best available plug, that's what I will use on that car, even if it is someone's car. Because that will give you performance, will give you better consumption.